Make every night a wonderful journey, no matter where you are. Good night, sweet dreams. The first story, Sleep Deprivation. THUD, THUD, THUD. Okay, I'm awake there. There's no need to keep banging. I mean, look at the time. It's 3:10 a.m. Just like it was yesterday, and the night before, and the night before that, as well. In fact, for the last few weeks, I've seen it in all my dreams. It's written on the walls, in every book, on every car registration. It's all I can see. And then I wake up at 3:10 to the same noise. THUD, right on cue. It S coming from the left. THUD, and it's getting closer. THUD. I don't know what's in my head, yet I feel like getting up and seeing who's there. I think it must be the sleep deprivation. It messes with your head. At first I thought I was making these noises up, however, it seems now they are real. I kept waking up with these scratches on my face. I thought I was going insane. I imagined myself scraping the flesh from my cheek as I lay there. The thought of these actions being beyond my control made me want to seek help. But they'd find me crazy hell. If I do, why wouldn't they? THUD. But the situation is still very much real. I should probably burst out of my room as fast as I can and shut my door tightly behind me. Yeah, that's a good idea. I never usually shut my door, but I don't know, sleep deprivation is a crazy thing. Here I go. THUD. Definitely from above me, my heightened sense of awareness is evident. I can hear my heartbeat thud, 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 thud. It's the only thing I can hear in this silence. With one deep breath, I'll creep towards the hatch. If you don't get the fuck down here, I'll shout. Then I'll go up there and break your fucking kneecaps. Silence. Did you hear me? Nothing. I'm going up there. Usually I wouldn't think like that. Considering that I don't know what it is, normally I'd retreat back to my bed and pretend this didn't happen. Pretend it was all a bad dream, the DB ideal right now. Don't you agree? I do, but it's too late to turn back now. I've already pulled the ladder down and that activates the light. I'm not one to make empty threats, so here I am, halfway up. My palms are a bit clammy, to say the least, and I'm guessing that I shouldn't have gone on this adventure in my pajamas. But it's too late to go back. I've made a decision, and I'm sticking to it. Touch the sky, you ugly son of a bitch. Even though I'm only pointing my fingers, I still feel like I could take it on, or I would be. It looks like there's no one here. I'm all alone in my poorly insulated loft. I should probably get that fixed. I could freeze pork up here. If you're hiding, it's no use. He's probably behind the Christmas tree. Yeah, there he is. I can totally see him. I just wish these fingers were loaded. Each step on this wall is like walking on heaven. I should invest on some more of this, for the whole house. That DB just great. Oh, he's moving. He'd best be praying, because there's no one here. There is just some useless old bag. Why the hell would I put it back in the loft? That's just silly. Plus, these walls are paper thin. I bet the neighbors think I'm a basket case. I should probably just get back to bed before I can embarrass myself anymore. I just hope my door hasn't locked itself again. It has done it before. That handle was a little tight for a moment there. I thought I'd be sleeping on the couch instead of my soft bed, and no one wants that. I don't think my back will ever be the same again, and that was 3 months ago. I still can't bend down properly. It's horrible. I probably shouldn't turn my light on. That's a silly idea. I'll only have to get up to turn it off again. I should have thought of the layout of this room. It's really annoying. The bed is right in the corner. I wonder what that noise was anyway. I doubt it was a bag. I've never heard a bag make footsteps before. Were they even footsteps? I don't know what they could have been. I could still be asleep for all I know. This could be a dream. I hope it is. I have to work in the morning. I used to be able to get up at 6 a.m. Not likely now. I just need to fall back to sleep and pretend none of this even happened. THUD. What the? THUD. Why is that so loud? THUD. I must be dreaming. THUD. Oh, I'm going to have to sort this out. Where the hell is my lamp? I know it's around here somewhere. THUD. Oh, THUD. It walks on the ceiling. THUD. The second story. Sleep silhouettes. Sleep silhouettes are the name given to strange beings that have been reported to visit people at night. First described on 4chan's X-board. Sleep silhouettes are described as being rounded and pillar-like in shape and having large, torch-like eyes and long spaghetti arms. They are also usually described as being tall, but they are largely amorphous and have been said to be able to change their height and arm length. Usually described as colorful. They were originally described as bright red, but other colors have been reported. They have also been said to make odd breathing sounds, and sometimes announce their presence with weird musical sounds. Sleep silhouettes are always seen at night, and, as their name suggests, they seem to be connected with sleep. Their arrivals are always accompanied by an unexplainable, paralyzing fear. Sleep silhouettes, however, have not yet been shown to be dangerous and free if attacked or confronted. Most sightings involve someone repeatedly waking up in the night with an unexplainable but overwhelming feeling of dread or fear, to the extent of not being able to move until one night, in which the witness somehow manages to overcome this feeling and turn to see the sleep silhouette beside the bed. Sleep silhouettes are said to vanish when spotted or sometimes try and approach the person who has spotted them. They are fascinated by people and often try to touch them. Sleep silhouettes are usually seen by children around the ages of 10 to 12. However, people have reported seeing them later on in life. Some people have only seen sleep silhouettes once, whilst others have claimed frequent visits by them. Sleep silhouettes have also been seen by people who were awake beforehand and had not gone to sleep. Sightings are often dismissed as cases of sleep paralysis or night terror, but this leaves numerous factors in the stories unexplained, such as the fact that sleep silhouettes rarely attack someone and have been seen by people who weren't asleep. The most unnerving factor of all, however, is the fact that many people claim to have experienced and seen the exact same thing. What the sleep silhouettes actually are remains a mystery. It has been suggested that they may be some sort of extraterrestrial. Others have said they may be a strange type of shadow person. I remember as a kid I would have a great deal of trouble sleeping. I would often wake up in the middle of night, unable to move and feeling freezing cold. I usually tried to go back to sleep, despite the dreadful atmospheres I experienced. Over time, these incidents became frequent. I often woke up terrified for no apparent reason. My bed was against the wall and I always woke up facing the wall. On occasion, during the instance, I thought I could hear heavy breathing behind me. I still remember one incident. I woke up and felt something pressing the mattress from below, but decided it was just the cat or something and went back to sleep. One night, I woke up freezing, frozen, and terrified as usual. I was convinced there was something besides my bed behind me. I was sick of these dreadful episodes, and managed through willpower to turn myself and face the unseen thing. The thing I saw looked like a tall, rounded dark red, misty pillar with two headlight-like eyes. It also had tentacle-like spaghetti appendages which reached the floor. I remember it placing its arms forward and melting into the wall opposite itself on the side of my bed. Just before the departure, it uttered a loud screeching noise similar to scratching against blackboard. After this, I couldn't sleep for ages once I was able to. The episodes happened more infrequently, and I was at peace. Sleep silhouette appears in Young Mickey. The third story. Repressed. The dark world breeds. There is a world out there so different from our own, and yet so similar. A world that was created away from our own. A world that holds within it the heart of our own darkness. In it lurk the repressed. They are strange beings that gather the creepiest you can see any street, and yet most familiar creatures in existence. It is a world in extreme flux. There is ever-changing architecture, moving doors, stairs leading to the ceiling, and ceilings that inexplicably led to floors. Walls bleed, breathe, and wither in agony. Bodies of skinned creatures lie about, coupled in demonic imagery. Portraits of people turn into nearly faceless apparitions, with small blotches for eyes and devilish little smiles. And here is a personal hell. They say when you fill your heart with hatred, you could open a door to this dark world. However, there is no orthodox procedure. It depends on the subject. In order to enter the world, you must stay in isolation for a period of time. For some it is a week, others a day. For some, you must be asleep. For others, you can go through it when you are awake, and sometimes you must inhale a substance in order to enter the trance. When you wake up, your world will shift before your eyes. Either you open Bloody World, or the bloody world, or the bloody world transforms around you. But when you enter it, the first creature you see in the bloody world is, and will always be, a humanoid in a pitch-black cloak. His face is a deformed, pink blob of flesh, with dot-like eyes and a long beak-like nose. His demonic smile would always turn the walls into screaming mouths of agony. How much blood? He will ask you. You will be forced to answer. Should you not, you will wake up. Cold and sweaty, you will resume life with a heart full of hatred, and the knowledge that you could have had everything. You shall not see your reflection in the mirror. Instead, you shall only see that creature beckoning to you, and as you stare, he shall come closer. His voice will go stronger. Your sanity will weaken. No one knows what happens if he gets close enough. When you answer his question, answer, enough for my heart. He will hold out his hand, take it, and walk with him. He shall show you the repressed and the keys to the outside world. Remember to be kind to him, and to be patient with his riddles and his puzzles. For if you are, a group of doors shall appear in your path. The middle or will always be the door to your room. Should you use the keys, you shall wake up in your room. With one bony key, you sit on any door to come back to this place. You will lead a successful life. Just do not look at mirrors. Should you enter through any of the other doors, they shall always lead you to the same place. A peaceful little room. Your room. A copy of it. At least outside. The dark world stirs. In here, he shall tell you a great secret. You shall stay in this world, and use it as your tool to take the lives of others. It is your very instinct. The ones you hate shall be sucked into this world, and subjected into the horrors of your repressed. You will rule this land. For this land does not lie in some different world. The very entrance lies in your mind. They say the eyes are the door to the soul. The mind is the entrance to this plane. Pay attention. You are not hallucinating. Should you go back to the real world and speak of the dark world, no one shall believe you yet, for every word spoken of that other world, a creature from the dark world shall come out. And how do I know this? You may ask. Let's just say I have been there a few times. People like me know.